Welcome to TV2 Sports Talk on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. I'm WJER Radio Sports Director Bill Morgan. Coming up on this week's show, we're going to talk about the highly successful New Philadelphia boys tennis team. At this point in the campaign, Coach Brian Rotuno's squad is undefeated as they get ready to head down the stretch of the regular season, getting ready for tournament play. When you want the best in local high school sports coverage, keep it right where you've got it on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. Whether it's play-by-play action or our weekly sports talk show, TV2 Sports is the place to find it. Coming up as this week's show continues, we'll talk with three of the Quakers making things happen in the 2015 season. It's all when TV2 Sports Talk continues on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable.
As a parent, we always want what's best for our child. In the case of one child, it may be going off to college. In another case, staying home and going to college. And yet, in other cases, it could be going right into the workforce. But how will they have the skills to do that? Buckeye Career Center has been the answer for one of our daughters. She's learning to do things with her hands that are going to be very valuable for her in the workplace. And we're excited we have Buckeye to thank for that.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know. I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
I'm John Maselli, and I would like to welcome you to the Sunnyside Store restaurant. Since 1999, we have served over 500,000 meals. We specialize in steak, pasta, and the patron special, ribs. The Sunnyside Store is located at 5495 North Worcester Avenue in Peral. Hours are Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, we open at 9 a.m. for breakfast. For more information or to schedule an event in the banquet room for groups of 40 or smaller, call 330-364-5474. This is John Maselli inviting you to the Sunnyside Store restaurant.
TV2 Sports Talk continuing on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. Talking New Philadelphia boys tennis this week. The Quakers off to a highly impressive start in this 2015 season. Happy to be joined by one of the Quaker seniors, Mitch McCombs. And Mitch, I guess so when Coach sat down with you guys at the beginning of the year, did you guys set any particular goals, whether it be as a team or individually?
Yeah, we're looking to come out with an undefeated season this year. Our goal was to pretty much beat everyone in the conference, and really our main goal was to beat Coshocton, which is our rivals. And I mean, last year we tied in the ECOL for ECOL champs with them, so we're really looking to beat them and come out on top this year.
And when you talk about Coach setting that kind of a goal, I mean, what have you guys strived to do better this year, maybe improving upon from last season?
I really think the biggest thing for us is our mental attitude. Really, tennis is the biggest mentally draining sport, I believe, and really when you're playing, what can make or break a match is your mental attitude. If you cannot stay on task, keep your focus, then you're really going to stray from the game and really beat yourself. So I think that was our biggest goal, is to just keep mentally strong and keep at them.
New Philadelphia Quaker Tennis, our focus this week on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. Mitch, you've been involved in the program for a number of years. I guess tell us about what you think your biggest areas of growth are in your game from earlier on to this year's senior campaign.
Well, like I said, with our team goals, our mental attitude, my biggest part of my game was my mental attitude and just keeping focus. Really, my biggest problem was I was getting a match, and then when I'd make mistakes and such, I would get down on myself, and I'd really just beat myself. And I think this year I've had a lot more experience with just keeping my focus and just keeping the goal on task.
Mitch, when you talk about, I guess, trying to beat somebody like Coshocton, obviously a pretty good program coming up in the very near future. You guys can take on somebody like Hoover, non-conference, very, very good program. Honestly, when people look at your scores this year, you guys have put a whooping on a number of teams you've played, a number of 5-0 matches. How difficult, when you play Coshocton, will it be to focus, or when you play Hoover, will it be to focus, having come through a number of matches that, and you have to watch what you say, I know, and be politically correct, but a lot of the matches you guys have had this year haven't really been too close.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you're playing those teams, it's definitely going to be more of a challenge because they're going to be harder. I mean, they're in better conferences and better leagues. So when we're playing them, we're really trying to focus on our individual game, though, as well as our team game. We're going to come out. We're not going to try to get to the big win. We're just going to try to, even if scores are 6-4, 6-4, I mean, that's better than 6-1, 6-1, because it's still a win. I mean, we're just going to keep trying out and just keep grinding on them until we get the win.
New Philadelphia Quaker boys tennis, our focus this week. DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. I'm Bill Morgan. We're talking Quaker tennis with senior Mitch McCombs, the #1 singles player. And Mitch, while the team is undefeated, you've lost only one match this year. I guess tell us about the strengths of your game in terms of what you do best out there on the court.
Yeah, I think what I do best is just stay on the baseline and keep the rally going, really, until they give me a short ball and I can come in and put it away. It's all about keeping your patience and waiting till they mess up or until they give you a shorter ball that you can come in on an attack. That's really my strong point of my game, is to really really make them feel as though they need to do something, so they overcompensate, and then they make the mistake, and then I can capitalize off that.
Now, I know when you were younger, along with Jacob Heck, who we'll talk to in a couple of minutes, you guys played baseball. So at one point in time, when you guys were a little bit younger, you were multi-sport athletes. I guess what eventually made you decide to focus in on tennis?
Well, I played baseball when I was younger, and then I ended up moving to soccer. So with soccer, I played for most of my life, and really good sport. I really liked it, but I think I just got burned out with it. So I picked up tennis my freshman year, and really, I think I liked more of the individual aspect, but also the team aspect. It's more of your own mistakes. It's just your game. It's what you can make of it. So, and I think soccer really helped me mold into a tennis player I am today with like my footwork and stuff like that.
Mitch McCombs, one of our guests as we talk New Philadelphia Quaker tennis this week on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. You are a senior, Mitch, and as you look ahead to the future, whether it's academically or athletically, what are you going to do when you graduate from Philly, which is now coming up really in just about a month?
Well, I'm hoping to play tennis at Adrian College in Michigan, and I'm hoping to start at the 6th or 5th man position there for tennis. So I'm really going to continue my tennis legacy there.
When you talk about, I guess, playing at the college level, what do the coaches there, what do your coach here, Brian Rotuno, what do they say? Hey, Mitch, here's something you do pretty good. Here's something you have to do better to succeed in tennis at the college level.
Well, I think that is just my focus. It's a lot more demanding at the college level, so you need to have more focus. You need to be ready to take on the bigger step, to be more committed and stuff like that. It's just more intense, really what it is.
When you talk about baseball in your past, soccer in your past, tennis now, do you have a favorite tennis player on the pro level?
That's a tough one. My favorite player from a fundamental aspect is probably Novak Djokovic, because my game mimics his the most, but I think my favorite player is Roger Federer, as always. I mean, Can't lie about that.
Hey, hard to knock a guy that's won as many championships as he has, right?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's a monster.
Mitchell, certainly thanks for your time, and we wish you the best of luck in the remainder of the season.
Thank you.
It is New Philadelphia High School senior Mitch McCombs. We talk New Philadelphia tennis this week on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. Coming up as this week's show continues, we'll talk with another one of the Quaker seniors, Jacob Heck, as TV2 Sports Talk continues on DMG Channel 2.
At Bear Carpet One, we're more interested in hearing about your needs than talking about our achievements. Here you will find the best selection of floor covering in the region. Currently we are featuring Lee's Carpet. They have been producing carpet since 1846 and still offer the same quality that has made them famous. Visit our storefront located in Sugar Creek next to McDonald's for our store-wide sale from September 5th through September 13th with special financing. Bear Carpet One, where beautiful is made affordable.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Welcome to the UPS store located at 513 Mill Avenue in New Philadelphia, across from Newtown Mall in between Staples and Lowe's. We offer UPS shipping, freight services, DHL international shipping, and accept prepaid UPS packages. We carry an array of packaging and moving supplies. Let our certified packaging experts prepare your shipment. We do more than just shipping. We also offer black and white and color copies, mailboxes, faxing and notary service, as well as full service printing. From business cards to yard signs, we print everything in between. Visit us Monday through Friday, 8 to 6:30, or Saturdays, 10 to 4.
You're watching TV2 Sports Talk on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable, talking New Philadelphia boys tennis. The Quakers at this point in the season undefeated as they get ready to head down the home stretch in the ECOL and get ready for tournament play. Happy to be joined by Jacob Heck, one of the seniors on this team. Jacob, your first team doubles. I guess explain to the more casual tennis fan, the people who know the game don't need an explanation on this, but I guess the difference between doubles and singles in terms of challenges it presents to you as a player.
Well, you have to, like when they serve it to you, you cannot hit it back where you want, like you have to hit it cross court or else you're going to get it shoved right down your throat. So you have to aim your ball a lot more carefully, and you have to work with your teammate with hand signals and like just telling each other during the point what to do and how to help each other out. And you have to trust your teammate.
When you talk about, I guess, trying to establish that relationship with your teammate, how has that gone for you? Same doubles partner this year as last year?
No, last year I was doubles partner with Logan Pipes. This year I have Lucas Gooding, and we have a pretty good relationship. Like, we're friends. We play soccer together as well. He's a year younger than me. He's a junior. And, you know, we're just good friends.
When you talk about, I guess, trying to develop that relationship on the court, how long does it realistically take to do that? Does it take a number of matches? Did you guys have it ready to go after practices wrapped up and the regular season began? How long does that actually take?
It doesn't take too long. Like, it only took us a few matches before we really got to be pretty well, like play well together. But you have to learn each other's hand signals and how each other play. Like, he plays a lot more defensive than I do, and like you just gotta get used to each other.
Jacob Heck, one of the seniors on the New Philadelphia boys tennis team. They're enjoying an outstanding 2015 campaign. And our focus this week on Channel 2 Sports Talk from DMG Channel 2. I guess, Jacob, let's go off the court. We were talking with Mitch McCombs a little bit earlier on about the fact that he's a senior. As you look ahead to graduation coming up late in May, What are your plans for after graduation? Going to go to college, going to work, going to do a little bit of both, going to play tennis? Where does all that fall for you?
Well, this summer I'm going to be working here at the park as my 4th year or 5th year here, and then I'm going to go to OU, or university, and study accounting. I might play tennis with my other teammate, Drew Gooding.
Now, tell us a little bit about what it's like to work at the park in the summer. Do you mow lawns? Do you empty trash? Do you run rides? What's that all about?
I serve ice cream.
Well, even better. So you never sample any of the product, right?
Never.
Never. I don't know. You have to come and sort of scope that out this summer to find out whether or not that's actually true. When you talk about your tennis game, we talked with Mitch about growth in the game. How long have you been playing tennis? What do you feel like your strength in the game is if you had to point to one or two things?
I started playing tennis my freshman year, just the same as Mitch, and I'd say my strongest aspect in tennis is my serve. It's gotten a lot better since freshman year and a lot better since last year.
What are the weather conditions like? Now, you guys are fortunate enough when the weather is too adverse, whether you're talking especially something along the lines of rain, you guys can go and play indoors in the Quaker Dome. But when you guys are playing outside, I guess what are the negatives to that? On a day as we record this show, you guys are getting ready to head out to practice. It's incredibly windy outside right now.
Yeah, it's very difficult to play in the wind. It's very unpredictable. And on like a sunny day, if you're serving into the sun, it really affects your serve. And you lose the ball, and then after you serve the ball, you have to like gain your vision back from after looking into the sun. So it really takes a toll on your play.
Coming up shortly, New Philadelphia will be back in action. They'll take on Dover, a team that they already beat earlier in the year, 3-2. Now, in talking to some people who watch you guys, Jacob, on a regular basis, he said, I'm not sure the Quakers played their best tennis in that match. A, do you agree with that? B, you guys looking forward to better play, even though you guys did pick up the victory against the Tornadoes earlier in the year?
Yeah, I definitely didn't play my best individually because I had a injured arm slightly. So I couldn't play my full potential, and we just weren't focused enough, I don't think. The team did well, though.
New Philadelphia continuing to be undefeated as a team during this 2015 season. As we mentioned, they're going down the home stretch in the East Central Ohio League and getting ready for the tournament. I guess, how do you, Jacob, amp up your game for the tournament? I guess one of the challenges that this program has faced year in and year out, really on both the boys and girls sides, is sometimes you guys have a tremendous regular season, but then you tend to have to go north to play against some of the bigger schools from Stark County in the tournament. I guess, what do you guys know you're going to have to do better to have some success in the tournament like you have had during the regular season?
We just got to keep our focus and our mental attitude up, and we just got to play the game how we know how to play it. We can't get unfocused, and we know that they have some better facilities and training, but we just got to play our game.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we're going to talk with a couple of the younger guys on the squad. Being a senior and being somebody who's been a part of the program for 4 years, whether it's somebody who's just starting off in the campaign like you and Mitch did when you were freshmen, or just some of the younger guys playing a little JV, I guess what kind of advice do you try and give them when they say, hey, what can I do to have my chance at the varsity level?
You got to play all the time. Recently I've been going out almost every day to play. Every weekend I go out and play every day a little bit, an hour or two. And you just got to want to get better and have fun.
It is New Philadelphia High School senior Jacob Heck, a member of the #1 doubles team for the Quakers. The Quakers undefeated as a team as they head for the 2015 home stretch of the regular season and the postseason tournament as well. Coming up as TV2 Sports Talk on DMG Channel 2 continues this week. We'll talk with a couple of the more Quakers, always making a part of the success for this team during the season. You're watching DMG Channel 2 Sports Talk from Time Warner Cable.
Hope you're enjoying Sports Talk here on TV2. Coming up next is Medical Minutes. We bring in a variety of local experts to talk about health topics. All on Medical Minutes right after Sports Talk.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at First Federal Community Bank. Do you Kasasa?
DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable, providing the area's best coverage of local television high school sports. I'm Bill Morgan. Our TV2 Sports Talk show this week focused on New Philadelphia high school boys tennis. The Quakers undefeated on the year as a team. Talking with Sam Banks and Evan Boos. And Evan, we'll start with you. I guess you guys playing sort of at the JV level, if you want to call that, not often getting an opportunity at the varsity level. How challenging is that for you guys to be ready for a match when sometimes, even on game day, you don't know if you're going to be playing or not playing until things get underway?
It is very challenging for us. Some days we do get to play once the varsity is done on their courts, and then we get to play against a teammate and still get some hits in, so we're not as rusty when we come out and play an actual opponent. But it is weird coming in sometimes and not knowing if you will play, how many people they have, and all that. So.
TV2 Sports Talk on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. Sam, we were talking a few minutes ago with Jacob Heck about playing doubles. You and Evan play together. I guess how difficult is it to play the doubles game? I guess people will see people here at the park going out and playing singles. They may not know that much about doubles tennis. What are the challenges you face playing in a match, whether it's with Evan or whoever, when the matches get underway?
Well, one of the challenges is knowing where to be whenever the ball is hit, because you're supposed to know where you are and when your partner is behind you if you're up at the net, so you have to call them out and help direct them where to go. That's the major challenge.
I guess, so what brought your interest in tennis? We were talking earlier on with Mitch and with Jacob about, hey, you played other sports. You're here playing tennis. Tell us a little bit about maybe what you did in the past when you were younger and how you ended up being involved with tennis at the high school level.
Well, I played baseball whenever I was younger, and I also played football. But I was just looking for something new, and a lot of my friends went out for tennis, so I decided to give it a try, and I've loved it ever since.
Talking with Sam Banks and Evan Boos, members of the New Philadelphia undefeated high school boys tennis team on DMG Channel 2. Now, Mitch, and people may have picked this up, maybe they didn't, Evan, referred to himself as a legacy or to his legacy. Now, somebody told me you guys refer to yourselves as the Dream Team. Where did that come about, and how do you make, I guess you are undefeated. I mean, so you guys are living the dream, I suppose.
Yeah, we're 3-0 on the year. We've always been known as the Dream Team. We both came out our freshman year, and we've kind of never made it to varsity. So being on JV, we called ourselves the Dream Team, so everybody knows what we're about.
Tell us a little bit about the strengths of your game. Everybody, whether it's tennis, whether it's soccer that I know you played, basketball, everybody has their strengths in each sport. Evan, what do you view as the strengths for you in tennis?
My strengths are at the net play, and then whenever they hit it to my backhand, I can control that very well and hit it where I would like to.
Evan Boos and Sam Banks, our guest. It's TV2 Sports Talks. We talk New Philadelphia Quaker boys tennis here on DMG Channel 2. Sam, let's look ahead to the future. All four of you guys that we've had the privilege of talking with today are seniors. What lies ahead? I think May 23rd, something like that, is a graduation date at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. What happens for you in the future in terms of what you're going to do? Jump into the work world, go to college? Tell us a little bit about the future for Sam Banks.
Well, I will be attending Kent State up at the main campus, where I will be majoring in biology, hoping to go towards a dental degree.
So now, how long, when you map something like that out, you get a 4-year degree in biology, how long does it take once you tack dental school on before you're putting Evan back in the chair and saying, hey, we're going to have to fill 3 of these teeth. How long does all that take?
Well, depending on when I get in, or if I get into dental school, it could take another 4 years.
Now, I know your sister is a pretty good dancer. Have you ever taught her anything about dancing, or do you have to take dancing tips from her?
I'd have to take tips from her. I let her do all the artsy stuff when I stick to sports.
Well, there you have it. You wouldn't expect a member of the Dream Team to be out doing ballet, right? Right, exactly. Evan Boos, Evan, sort of tell us the same things we just talked to Sam about the future. What lies ahead for you as graduation moves ahead pretty quickly?
Well, this summer I will be trying to find a job, get some extra money before I go off to college, and I will be attending the University of Cincinnati, where I will be majoring in business, finance, trying to co-op down there.
And when you talk about that kind of a major, I guess what does that hold for you job-wise, professionally, once you work your way through college?
Well, I could be a salesman, or I could be an accountant in some way. I'm not really sure yet, still trying to figure out all the details.
I know earlier on during basketball season, your brother who graduated last year is in the Coast Guard and playing for the Coast Guard Academy at one point in time, and I'm sure there was more than one. One of his games was on ESPNU, and people were tweeting out pictures of that. I guess, what's that like to see Big Brother playing on national TV?
Oh, that was awesome. I was very excited to see him on TV. I'm very excited that he got that opportunity to go down to Puerto Rico and then play on TV. It was awesome.
New Philadelphia High School sports are focused this week on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable. We've been talking New Philadelphia boys tennis. The Quakers undefeated as they head into the final third of the season. When you want the latest and the best of television coverage of local high school sports, keep it right where you've got it on DMG Channel 2. Play-by-play with Scott Robinson and his team, or our weekly TV2 sports talk show that you can see Wednesday evenings at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5. Be sure to join us for another edition of TV2 Sports Talk coming up next week on DMG Channel 2 from Time Warner Cable.